Okay, I think I'm live again. I tried to play with some of the upload settings, even though the quality still does not look the way that I actually wanted. But hopefully it increased as compared to what it was before. Sorry. So, part 2 of day 3. I just started in part 1 to build this beautiful surface here. Oh my god. Too much technology here. Here, I started to blend this surface into this one. Now, real quick, I will finish this side for it. And then I will start with the helmet. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I'm actually a bit scared about how big it will be and if my space here is large enough to accommodate all the cardboard that I need for it. But I searched out some cardboard that I think will be beneficial to building it. And yeah, without further delay, I will get into finishing up this side to blend in the corner. Hello and welcome to my live building of the Vader helmet. This is where we are right now. Here, this flap will be glued down. Something like this. Yeah. But first, here. On this side, I started from the bottom up with the stripes of cardboard. And then I decided that it will be better to start like from the top and the bottom, and that I then meet in the middle. So now I'm looking for a good piece to start here, and yep, I will use this, and to whoever watched the first stream of day 3, I will start on one side, glue that down, and then I will glue down the second end of the strip of cardboard. So I will mark my places where I want to put down the glue. And here we go. Here, I hope the quality is a bit better now. I upped the bit rate, but overall it's still a pretty shitty picture. I was hoping for way better quality, but it seems that I have to get a better connection for this to come true. Yeah, I will push some glue under there, and I will push some glue on here because this cardboard stripe started to rip, and I want to stop him or stop it from doing that. So with the glue underneath, I can like secure it down here. And if there is glue on the cardboard, it will get softer and it will be easier to like have it stay in a certain form. So now I will put this stripe in the middle, and then the next stripes can actually halfway be glued onto the stripes that are already there. So I will have a better connection. Between the different stripes, and so the surface will be stronger as opposed to the way I did it on the other side. So this will be beneficial to me. Maybe watching this, me doing this live is a bit like watching paint dry. But yeah, unless I get some questions, I will just continue trying to explain what I do and why I do it. And yeah. No highlights here. Or no highlights besides from me building this thing. This glorious pop cultural icon, which is the Vader helmet, made entirely from trash. Cardboard. Hey, hi, Arbeitstier. As you said, you will be back. Very nice to see you in the stream. Here, a lot has happened to Vader since the last time. I hope you can hear me. I am just minutes away from starting, or minutes, maybe 20 minutes away from starting the helmet. I am excited. I want to see how big the whole thing will be. So, as I explained earlier, right now I'm in the process of blending the surface into the side of the helmet using a lot of smaller cardboard stripes. And the smaller they are, the easier it is to get them to follow the surface that I want. So here I can finish the gaps with just one more piece. Close the gaps. This is already the right size, so I glue it down on the one side, press it wait until it sticks, and then I glue down the other side. So I want it to come out at the right angle. Here, so I use a little bit of glue here that the cardboard will get a bit softer. I press it down. Look at the chat. So, okay. Now I can glue the whole strip down. So I let it dry a little, so it gets stickier. Here, a little bit of cleanup. Nice. Though the method I choose for this side is actually way more efficient than the one I used on the other side. For here, just putting them next to each other always gave me gaps that I couldn't really control. But here, gluing them on top of each other actually builds a better surface that is stronger in itself. And this step here, I can eliminate that later on without a problem. So I'm going to switch to here. Oh, I have no stripes left. So I will cut some more 2 centimeter stripes for me. Once again, using the power of this cutting mat, which is really, really helpful to make some quick measurements. So, and there's a lot of times when you just need the same piece of cardboard like 10 times, and it's so much easier to use the cutting mat to position your ruler as opposed to trying to measure it, and then cut it off. It is really helpful. So here for this now, I try to pre-shape it before I put it down here. For there's a lot of tension on this one, and when I pre-shape it a bit, I prevent the cardboard from ripping. So I want this whole part to be covered in glue. The glue will make it softer, and I should have no problem to make it stick to the surface the way I want it to. So watch out that it enters at the right angle. Leaves at that it has the right angle. And then I can glue it down once I find my scissors. Okay. Let it pre-dry a bit, and then I will press it down. Here, always when I'm doing this, this helps the glue that I still have on my fingers to dry quicker, and then I can like peel it off in little tiny pieces. So very, very well. Okay. Nice. I'm just trying to see if the audio is delayed or if it is. Okay, there's an audio delay. I will take care of it next time. Here, now to this top piece here. I will glue that down, and then I start to rough out the helmet. Yeah, finally. I soaked that. And I will soak this too. So just a couple of minutes until I can find out how big the helmet will be in real size. And if I see the comparison between this face part and the helmet, then the helmet looks huge. It's nearly double as wide as this thing, so the helmet will be like this. Here, and it's really high. It's not like flat to the top of the head. It's higher. So I think I will need to hold it down for a while. But I hope not too long. Here, if there's extreme curvature in all directions for a single piece of cardboard, then you always have to press it down really hard, for the cardboard doesn't want to stay in that shape. But you have to make it, or I have to make it stay there. So, now it is good. Very good. So, the first thing for the helmet, I think, is here I don't know where it is. I will find it. Is that there's this kind of shape on top of the head, and the helmet is then attached to that shape. So I need to build something that goes to the top of the helmet here. So, and just wait a second. So here are my my sketches for it, and here, this piece that I was describing to you right now. I'm here. This is this part that is on top of the head, and yeah, so I have to build that now. Here were the sketches. Here, this is the lower part that I will cut from this. Then there's this what I call the face mask part, and there's the helmet. And now to have a connection between face mask part and helmet, I need to build this thing on top of the head. But how can I do that? Like this, and then I switch to the top cam. So I need this to go on top of here. This is not long enough. So I will cut it in half. Here, this is like a bit more than 10 centimeters. So I can cut it like this. And I will not really finish this thing. I just want to have the structure there, that I get the right height for the helmet. Okay, this was a very shitty cut. So I will cut that again for it to be the same height. So I will attach these two pieces and here, then it's long enough to have like 1 3/4 times around the top. Okay, and this is way too high, so I think I will cut it in half. Okay, this is 4.5 centimeters. So yeah, 2 centimeters and something. Here. This doesn't have to be perfect. Just an approximation. So now I can use the one side to measure the other side. So I use the one piece to cut the next piece. Okay, and then this here is a bit bigger, so I can have that on the outside maybe. Here, I'm hola, cookie communist. Hola. That's nice to see people from last week. That's cool. Look how much has changed. Okay, this is the width that I want. So I just start to glue the one side down. Now I can type. Oops. Hola. And drown the whole stripe in glue. Attach it to the other side. And then I will glue that to the top temporarily. And then I will start with the helmet finally. Cool, so there's no big surprise for you as to how far I came. So I was just responding to a chat thing here, and he said that he watched the other live streams offline when I was offline. I hope that the picture quality is better today, even though I think there's a sound delay issue, that this is not really synced up right, but I hope the picture is better, especially for the black and white camera. I think the resolution got better, and I hope the overall resolution is a bit better. I don't know what you think or how it looks on your end of the line. But I played around a lot, having a different kind of computer now that is doing the streaming, but that's an old computer too, before I did it from the laptop. So, but here, right now, I think it's a bit too wide, so I will, can I still rip them apart? Yep. So I make it a bit smaller in diameter. Cool. That's good to read. So I think this camera makes more sense here. Okay, I think I will put it there, and to attach it, I will just use small strips of cardboard. And when this is attached, I can start with the helmet, because the helmet needs this as a base to sit on. And if I don't have that, I am not able to go for the right height of the helmet. So here, now I will attach these little things to the side of the circular thing I built here, and the opposing side of where I put the glue right now will be glued down to the helmet. I hope they will all stick. Here it looks like the black and white camera is not perfectly synchronized, but yeah, that can be. But I think I will look into it tomorrow, and if you say it's good enough for now, then it's good enough. So there's a whole lot of playing around with the software and the settings for audio delay and video delay, and then the whole upstream quality and the CPU usage, and yeah, there's a lot to not to learn, but to get accustomed to. So okay, that was blocking the view. Here I'm attaching these to this shape, and they will be the connectors to the main frame of the helmet. So they need to dry a bit, that I can fold them out. That's a good point for me to drink something. Look, a very easy crown. Okay, now I bend them outwards. And put glue on there, and then I hope this will be good enough to keep it in place. This thing is so big that it's hard for me to get it in full view, to see if I'm in the middle and stuff like that. And it will get bigger now with the helmet. It's a bit scary, especially for this very confined recording space that I got here. But it will work out. It will work out. Maybe I can. So, and maybe I can try to use the monitor then to see if I'm putting it on nicely. now I can switch to this. This is actually more difficult than I thought. These things try to come off. Okay, yeah, I went to silent mode for I need all my concentration for this. Okay, it's not perfectly level, but I think it will do. Here, and I don't know if it should be bigger to the back side, but I will see. I can fix that later. It seems to stick for now. And that is a good thing. So I will give it some time. So, I mean, I will open the back of the mask. So maybe it's good that it's here. For this part will be cut away, so that it's actually possible to put it on the face for I will see. So now I need to determine what is it, the circumference of the whole thing. And now I think it is time. Here's the little model that I'm always looking at. And here, the helmet is much wider in both directions as compared to the Faith thing. I think I need to add quite a lot to it. Right here. Okay, there's a connection point there. And from the front, I think it's something like this. So I've taken this as a measurement now, and now I will have to look if I got a piece of cardboard that is long enough. So, okay, it doesn't seem that I have a single piece of cardboard, but then I have to glue them together. Unfortunate, but what can I do? So, I can use that. So, and I'm going to explain in a short while what I plan to do. So, the first thing that I want to build now is this top part here of the helmet. For here, this is like, if you look from the top, it's very angular. And here it starts a bit with a slope like this, and then it's coming down nearly in a 90 degrees angle. And in the same way that I started this here with a base structure, I try to approach the helmet. Which means that the first thing that I need, or that I will build, is this thing across the helmet. And here from the width, this needs to be as wide as the whole mask is now. So this is about here. Wait, oops, I marked it. Here, this is one below this thick one, something like this. Okay. So this has to come across here. it's just easier if there's no stuff on the cardboard, so I have to remove this real quick. Yeah. Okay, this is very sticky. So this has to go across the top of the helmet. And then down here, maybe like this, a bit more to the front. Yeah, I could actually leave that on there. Let's see how. Yeah, it's not very long. The back part here. I put this down like this. There it is, going down. Okay. Oops. So now I need a second piece. So here I want this to be somewhere here on the nose level, then around here, and here it will come to the front a bit. And how far does it go down? On the eye level, it exits the head. So here, that's a perfect measurement here. So yeah, this will be the top thing. Now I just need another bit of cardboard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This will be a whole lot of cardboard. So I'm lucky in that a lot of my friends bring me their used cardboard. And for example, this here, yeah, okay, it's Amazon, but it's a really nice cardboard. But it's very low in profile, and you can do real nice detail work with it. Oh. So I'm real thankful for them. For the bigger projects need more cardboard than I get on a regular right now. Oops. So now, just as when I started with the helmet, I did a similar technique to this. Here, when I glue two pieces together, they will maintain the curvature that I give them. Yeah, all I want for Christmas is cardboard. Around Christmas I always have a lot of cardboard for when I buy gifts for my son. That's always more than for me. But I got a big family, or for German standards, it's not a huge family. But there's always so much cardboard around Christmas. And the great thing is, if there is a lack of cardboard, yeah, you just go to the paper trash here. In the back of my house, there's paper trash. And if I need cardboard, I mean, the cardboard is always like clean. It's not soaked with anything. It's just paper and the other waste. And that way, I can always stock up on cardboard. But it's not always this nice one. So yeah, I think I start by gluing it in different stages. Well, all at once is maybe too difficult. So here is this part that is like very here where the angle is more like this, and then it comes into a here. Wait, I try to position it in a way that you can see it at the same time. What? Good. So this angle is this, and then it comes into a more angular form. So I want it like this. Here, and now just press it together when I see that it's in the right angle. So like this, and here then it's starting to come down. Okay, so I have to give it a bit of time. Now, here, this starts earlier. I mean, I can change everything later, but if I can get it kind of right in the first try, that's a bonus. Okay. Here, and there it goes down like this. Okay, I will let it sit for a couple of seconds. That was empty. Cheers. Okay, now the part that goes down to there. Hey, this was a bit too much glue, but yeah, maybe I can smear it in here. This. Yep. Here now, what helps when I want it to keep shape is just put something there, and it like holds it in place, and it helps with the drying. And here, just at the sides get some pressure. Nice. So is this? No, okay. There's not much to be seen from there. So I think this looks kind of right. Not perfect, but close. Might be that I can have it a bit closer to the head here for I mean I have this part of the helmet, and then once I have this top part constructed, I will use additional cardboard and just use stripes which I glue in there, and that I always push out to get to this form. Yeah, I think here it's a little bit like this bell that I built here. For there is a straight part, and then I cut it here just with a cut. Then I sculpted it out, and then I used triangular cardboard pieces that I glued in between these things. So it's like very similar. It's a shape that looks a bit like this. Similar. So this is drying. Yeah, it's a bit hard to do anything else while it's drying, and it needs to dry. But maybe I can, yeah, take that out and continue to do this part here. For here, there's this needs to be a smooth line. So I will fix this as long as I'm waiting for it to dry. Okay, I need to build up some volume beneath here. So I will just add little pieces of cardboard to it and just build up the mass that I need there. Oops. Okay, I should have pre-sculpted it a bit. So now I can press that in there, and then I will layer additional small pieces on there right here until it is nearly the shape that I want, and then I will cover it with cardboard. Here, I think here 3 or 4 of these pieces will be enough. I like pre-fold them. This way it's much easier to push them to where they will belong. To their new home. I mean, it's great for the cardboard, you know. It would have been just waste, and now it can be part of a waiter mask. So I think that's a dream for cardboard, as compared to just, I don't know, being burned or being recycled, and then you end up in the, I don't know, book cover of an asshole writer. I think this is nice. Okay. Yep. It's very strange for me. Normally when I build something in cardboard, there is always like not the TV running, but the TV or some kind of news program or stuff like that. And when I'm live streaming, I'm just talking about it. And now today I've live streamed for a couple of hours, and I feel yeah, here, Cookie Communist said, unless it's the cover of the Necronomicon, where the cardboard could end up in. Yeah, that could be a dream for cardboard too. Nice one, nice one. So and right now I'm just feel like I'm cut off the news. For stuff could happen, and I wouldn't even be aware. But maybe that's a good thing that I'm like offline like this while I do it, even though I'm very, very online, but offline from the news communication. Yeah, cover of the Necronomicon. I hope it's no Christian cardboard. Well, that would be blasphemy then. So here, this starts to get rounded, and I think, yep. Here, look. It's not strong now, but it can hold its shape much better than before. That's great. So, here. This is a very good start to the helmet. Nice. Wait, push it down a bit. This actually works. So now to make it even more sturdy, or I will glue on the top stripe that is on this helmet. Here's some shading. For this, we'll give it even more strength. Maybe I can cut that from here. So how wide is it? I think it's a bit, yeah, it's roughly the width of the nose. So I can check here. Okay, that would be something like 3.5 centimeters in my build. So I cut myself a part of 3.5 centimeters, and then I will run that on top of the helmet part that I started now for I need this to be as strong as possible right now, for I have to do a whole lot of cutting here and bending the cardboard, so it really helps to strengthen it as much as possible right now. So now I use this one piece to cut the next piece. Then I know it's this roughly the same. Very good. Luke, I'm your father. Yeah. And Luke screamed no, even though Daddy tried to be nice to him. Luke was a prick in that scene. You have to respect your father. So, yep. Here and now I will glue this into the midway point. Maybe some measurement would be helpful. Here it's like 9 point something. So I will roughly mark the center line. I don't know if you can see it like this. Here, going around it, I will just, that I got some kind of clue where it is. Okay, wait, just if I need to drown everything in glue. No, I can save some. So and this is a very flexible cardboard now, and this will like really eat the glue, so it will dry very fast on this cardboard, and it will really move into the cardboard, and this actually helps with the strength once it's fully dried, but it takes a while to dry. So I must watch out not to when I'm gluing this on there, not to change the shape that I already have too much when I press on this additional cardboard layers. And for the main reason that I do this now is, okay, it's an element of the helmet, but I need strength in this. Yep. This looks like he got his hair like this, like a cartoon figure. Okay, second stripe. Here the length is to here. Okay, I will switch to the top camera. And this time I will let the I will let the glue dry a little bit longer. Then I don't have to reposition it as often as I had to do it with the stripe before. Oh my god, how time flies, how time flies. It's once again 1.5 hours, nearly. And I'm real sorry, but I will smoke a cigarette now. Or I need this to dry, so I'm not slowing the process down, but yeah. Damn cigarettes. Shit. I hope no one feels too bad about it. It's not good to smoke. It's not good. But yeah. I will switch to the wait, once I'm finished I will switch to the overhead camera, so at least nobody has to see it then. Okay, overhead. Yep. So, now I will put that on here. And as you can see, because I let the glue sit for a little while, it got much stickier. And here, it's much easier to apply it now. So, I think the next step would be that I have to build this circular part, and that has to be really strong, that I can glue this to the circular part here. So I will just take a lot of stripes of cardboard here, like all that I got left. And I will form this circumference of the head, that I have something that I can attach to the rough outline of the helmet. There's no need for precision here. I would just form one long loop. and then yeah, glue the loop to itself, and again and again. And I think I need 3 or 4 layers until I reach the stability that I'm looking for. Okay, I have to let that sit for a while. So, and this can be like very close to the helmet now. Which actually helps while when I'm gluing it. But I just want to have the rough measurement there. Okay, here is where I have to start putting on the glue. So this here will just be, as I explained now, just be a structural piece. Which helps me to get the right position for the other pieces. It will look like a sweatband. So now I can put that off, glue it all down, and then always put it back on the helmet, and it will get pushed into shape by the helmet. Okay. So you're just continuing going around it, where you can see there's not much strength in this now, but it should get better with every full circle of additional cardboard. So it's first I attach the one side of the strip directly to the loop, and then I can lay down the glue on the rest of the stripe. And now I'm using a bit more glue than I actually need, for I want to have the strength of the glue when it is dried. So okay, now I got these rests that I cut away earlier. I think they're perfect for this now. Yeah, but they're like harder to shape for its cardboard that is folded on top of each other. So and now it starts to gain some strength. And yeah, then I will show you one other technique if you really need a strong structural piece. Up. So once again, a little bit on the too much side of applying glue. Now I have to make my hands unsticky. And here I go again. So now I will have to press down the end point, for it wants to move away from the loop. But I think there's like half a revolution left, or a revolution here, just from here to here, and then I'm finished with adding cardboard to it, like to here. So now I will hold this first part down with a bit more strength. For this cardboard does not really want to follow the form, but I hope this really helps in the overall strength. So you just pre-form it, pre-sculpt it, pre-weaken it. Okay, nearly done, nearly done. So I think now I can switch back. And yeah, put it on here. Now there's some places that don't really want to stick together, so I have to like give it a bit more force. Well, now it's really important that they're on top of each other, or they won't provide me with what I'm looking for right now, which is the strength to take that. I have to here again. Okay, so the helmet will be brought down to this point, to like the end point of the eyebrows. Okay, it starts to dry the way I want it to, but it's still not really strong enough for what I want to do with it. So maybe I need to let it dry overnight. But if I would do that, then I want to show a small thing before. Here, so I want this to be as strong as possible. So I'm drowning it with glue, and I will push the glue to the inside of this wave pattern. Here, the way I do it is just with my finger, and then I'm picking up glue. And then I really smear it to the inside there. And once the glue dries in there, it becomes something like a plastic. Yeah, I don't know what you would call it, but it really gets very hard, and this should give me the structural strength that I need. So while doing that, I always pay attention that there is no, or as little as possible, glue on the outside. For once the glue dries, it gets so hard that I can't glue another thing on top of it. So I need to make sure that all parts that will receive glue later on, that they are free of any smearing and stuff like that. And especially for the inside now, to dry it, I will have it on the helmet for the night. And it's important that it's not gluing itself to the helmet. So, and now the same thing I will do to this part here. And that should really make it strong. The force will be very, very strong in this one. So now for my fingers are to chubby for this, I will use a tool to, just a sculpting tool, but you can use a piece of cardboard too, to just put it in there without smearing any glue to any part of the cardboard that will receive glue later on. So this is a bit tedious at times. So now I will let it sit for a while, because if I turn it over now and do the other side, the glue still can like run out, and yeah. So just give it a bit of time. While I give it that time, I can here apply some more pressure here to the parts that want to move away from the outside. Yeah, it was mostly on this side of the loop. This is okay. And here, like this. And then from time to time I move them around a bit. And now to the other side. Okay, once again, when I'm silent, I'm trying to concentrate that I'm not smearing stuff to places where it shouldn't be. So, yes. I think that's it for today. Thanks a lot to everyone that was watching. It was nice. I think a lot happened. Not really as much as I wanted, but today the helmet received a good bit of care to the lower side of the breathing thing coming out to the snout. Yeah, I think the form really starts to show, which I want to have here for the neck of the mask. So it received its helmet receiver, and yeah, the helmet got started. But yeah, I think it's really helpful to let it dry and to have a foundation that is strong enough to really work with it and not rip the cardboard apart. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again. Hope it was of some kind of interest. If there's improvements that you want to make, that you want me to make on this live streaming stuff, just feel free to ask. And yeah, hey, thanks for being there. Have a good time. Bye bye. I will stop the stream now. Please comment. If you subscribe or if you click this bell icon, you will receive notifications about upcoming streams. Bye bye.